Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Now I'm super happy because on the 1st of February, these 9 countries can get opportunity to get the qualified teacher status, QTS, and be able to teach and in every part of the world. Now all that you need to do is to get your certificate assessed and then voila, you can be there. Now these 9 countries include Ghana, Zimbabwe, Jamaica, South Africa, Hong Kong, Nigeria, Ukraine, India, and Singapore. So these are the 9 countries. Now, before this opportunity, which is happening on the 1st of February, what you needed to do was to have attended a university in the UK to be able to get a qualified teacher status, which was given by the Teachers Regulatory Agency in the UK, or take the IQTS, trained, get assessed, pay a lot of money, and be able to get the QTS. But now it is no longer like that. If you are part of these 9 countries, from the 1st of February, I'm going to take you through the document that you need. So you got to prepare all your documents, and then let's go to the website. But before that, don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget, it helps us to just reach a number of people. And in the midst where people are sharing a whole lot of false information, we need to put this out so that people can get access to it. Don't get scammed. Don't pay money to anybody saying that he can help you. So guys, comment, like, subscribe, and let's get into the video. So guys, the website you need is getintoteaching.education.gov.uk. And so when you open, this is what you are going to see. And then I'll flip up and then look for menu. So under the menu, I'll just come down. I'll come down and then I'll look for non-UK teachers. So non-UK teachers, I'll click on that and then I'll come down. So non-UK teachers, and you see all that is to be there. So we have trained to teach in England as an international student, get international qualified teacher status. That is IQTS, which is very expensive. And then Ukrainian teachers and trainees coming to the UK, which is another method. And then I will choose teach in England if you are trained overseas. Yes, so that is the right one for me. Teach in England if you are trained overseas. So I'll choose that and then I'll come down. So these are the criteria. If you're already a qualified teacher, you do not need to retrain to teach in England. However, you will need to apply for English qualified teacher status to be able to demonstrate strong non-UK qualification experience and then to a high standard of written and spoken English. And then you have to pass the criminal record check before you arrange for your visa to be able to come here. So now we are going to look at how to apply for a qualified teacher status, QTS. And that is where countries, the 9 countries, that is Ghana, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Ukraine, Jamaica, and the rest have been added to it. So here we are being told how important the QTS. So the QTS is the standard of qualification that you use to teach in England and even out of England. Now it is becoming a very popular, certification to be able to teach as a professional teacher. So how to apply for QTS but then until 1st February, a lot of countries were not part. Now we've gotten the opportunity and a lot of more countries have been added. So those are some of the African countries, and not only African countries, some European countries have also been added. So that is it: Ghana, India, Jamaica, Nigeria, Singapore, South Africa, Zimbabwe. Now they will not have to pay any fees. They will not have to use the IQTS. All they will need to do is to apply. Okay, now this is the eligibility status. So we're going to go into it to try and apply to get a QTS status, and then we see. So we're going to go to start now. So we're going to start and then we see. But bear in mind that it's not 1st February yet, and so Ghana and then other 9 countries have not been added. So we're going to say no. Okay, so no, I need to check if I can apply. Okay, so have you used the services before? No. Now, which country? So I'm going to use Ghana. But bear in mind, it's not 1st February yet. So I'm going to type in Ghana and then we see what comes. So I'll type Ghana and then let's see what comes for Ghana. So you are not eligible to apply for qualified teacher status in England. So Ghana and all the 9 countries I've mentioned before 1st February are not eligible. But then after 1st February, we've been added to the list. And so I'm going to try and then use a different country to see that is qualified. So I'm going to use Scotland and then see. Okay, so let's see what comes out of it. So after good, so you are eligible to apply for qualified teacher status in England. And so these are the documents I should prepare after 1st February. This is what's going to happen if you are from any of those 9 countries. So if you decide to apply, you need to provide a range of evidence. We'll ask you to upload some scans, photocopies, and original files. You may want to spend some time gathering all the documents you need before you start your application. New criteria will apply for applications made from 1st February. So from 1st February is going to apply. Now I'm going to go for apply for QTS because Scotland is already qualified, eligible to be part even before the 1st February. Just that after 1st February, they are going to change the regulations. You need the following documents. 1, these are the certificates you need to apply. First and foremost, you should have an undergraduate certificate. It can be a BSc, it can be a BA, you can have any certificate and then you can apply. So if you're in Ghana, you can have a certificate from the University of Education or University of Cape Coast. So if you have, let's say, BHead English Education or BHead social studies education or BA English Education, if you don't have an educational certificate, then what you need to do is you need to get a diploma in education in addition to your certificate. I mean, something to show that you've gone through education and that you can teach properly. So that is the first certificate you will need. Now, the second certificate that you would need is English proficiency test. First of all, have to prove that your university certificate was taught in English. And so by so doing, you can write to your school to get you an English proficiency certificate. So it's something they'll write to you. Sometimes we go for our transcript and don't take that. And so there's something they'll write to show that, oh yes, you took your degree in English. And so you can speak English. If you have that, you are okay. If you don't have that, or if you didn't take your course in English, then you have to get an IELTS certificate. So IELTS of 5.5 band, or you should get a C2, a Cambridge English, C2. Or C1 will do. Yes, C2, C1 will all do. So these are all levels of English that test that really you can speak and understand English. So the next thing is that you should have been registered with a professional teaching body in your country. So for instance, in Ghana, we have the NTC, National Teaching Council. So you should prove that you join the National Teaching Council, and so you can prove with that with an ID card, with your registration, whatever, that you can prove that you are a member of your professional teaching body in your country. So you should also prove that. I think in Nigeria too, they have another one. They have the Nigerian teaching body or something. And then in all the other countries, they should have. And so that's what you should use to prove. So the next one is that you should prove that you have taught for more than 9 months. I mean, preferably more than 9 months. Let's say 1 year of teaching experience, 2 years is good, 3 years is good, 4 years is good. So you should be able to prove that you've taught. So you can get letters from your schools indicating that, yes, you've taught for how many years, whatever. Then you get, and then you also prove that. So you should get that. And then references from your headmasters to indicate that, yes, so and so has taught here, and preferably your previous school and then your current school that you teach. You should get preferences or letters from your headmasters to indicate that. So in other cases, they also request for your WASI certificate. WASI, that's West African Senior Secondary Certificate Examination for the West African countries. I know the other countries, they also have their own means of assessment. So your WASI certificate will also be needed, and then you compile all of these and then you upload them, and they will run a check to see if you are qualified to teach in the UK. So guys, I hope the video has been very beneficial to you. And don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, it motivates me to do more videos for other people to also get advantage. Don't forget, in the midst where people are circulating a lot of bad information, you always have to get good source of information, and that is just by subscribing and motivating me to do more videos. Thank you for watching.